Okay guys, welcome back to a new episode. It is Saturday, so you know that means it's your deep dive into Apxt. Now in this one we are having a little bit of a look at the shares price because obviously we didn't make a video on the stock yesterday or the day before, so quite a bit has happened recently, so we are covering that as well, but mainly a lot of the foreshadowing into next week is going to be coming out in tomorrow's episode, so please do subscribe as to not miss that because in tomorrow's one we are going to be looking at what I personally predict this one to be doing into the next week. So of course if you do like this stock guys, we cover it almost every single day, so please do leave a like on the video and subscribe if you don't want to miss them in the future. Obviously it would be appreciated, and if you want to come talk to us on Discord you can. We've got over 500 Discord members now, I do believe, and I appreciate every single one of you. On top of that guys, if you do want to become a channel member, it would help us out massively as well. And with that being said, I am not a financial advisor, so please do your own research, but we are going to jump straight into the video. So guys, yeah, like I said, we're having a quick look at how the share has been moving over the past 5 days mainly, and actually we've been selling off for some time now, and honestly yesterday in a previous video I was starting to get concerned with how this one has been moving, because obviously looking at the current price back out on the 11th of January up until basically around here on the 27th of January we were down, which was a really bad thing to see. Now looking at how we are right now, it's actually not doing too bad. We are still down, but we're down by 0.4%, so obviously quite close into breaking into positive territory. Now guys, don't get me wrong, we do have some possible good news such as S4 filings and all that kind of good stuff, which would, indicate to a more legitimate, merger announcement and all that kind of good stuff, which is hopefully intended to boost the price. Now, like I said in a previous episode guys, yes, that is a significant thing, but obviously we haven't seen too much of a move subsequently. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing because overall guys, if it's down right now, that's fair enough. If it goes down, that's fine. But you know what? We got to look at this one from a factual point of view. It is true to say a lot of the market has been selling off recently. A lot of people have been buying into stocks like Nokia, GME, and all that kind of good stuff and selling their other positions, so please do take that into consideration as well. So it kind of does make sense that this one has been down. Now of course it was down when we last looked at it on the 25th, but don't get me wrong guys, it has been down for quite a significant period before then. So there are some other reasons for it being down, such as people kind of losing interest in it unfortunately, and factors like that really just didn't help the price. So not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but that is what has happened so far. And like I said, we saw low points back on about the 27th, maybe even up to the 28th, where we were kind of stable at that price point. We saw a little bit of an increase from there, but not even anything notable. But yeah guys, from about this point here on the 28th at 9:30, we can see we were actually positive for the rest of the day and into the next day, pulling us up by about 2%. Not huge gains at all guys, but obviously it is somewhat of an increase in price, and that is what we ultimately need to see. Now I think this has come at quite a crucial point because obviously like I said, the share price was down so significantly. It is coming at a very important point, because if it went much lower I would be very concerned. So of course, looking at what we do know about the company guys, this SPAC was rumored to be around $2 billion. Now that is a lot of money for a SPAC. It's a lot of money in general, so it does make sense that this one should be a bit more hyped up than it is. So it's not really making sense why it is selling off so much. Now of course guys, like I said, there are factors for this one being down, such as other people buying into other stocks, people losing interest, but you know what guys, this merger is happening the earlier part of February I do believe, so there is definitely still some time for this one to get hyped. But honestly guys, I don't think it's going to be too big growth in my personal opinion. I definitely do think that we could see growth potentially past the $17 range, maybe even up to 18. I think that's probably going to come at a later date. We could probably even break 20, but I think it is going to be some time before we do see that. I would definitely like to see the next week be positive, but of course like I said, that is coming in tomorrow's episode, my personal opinions on that. But yeah guys, obviously in my personal view, I don't think it's a bad position that we are in now. It is kind of disappointing that we are where we are, but of course we are there right now, which doesn't really make some sense. But you know what guys, it is what it is. Obviously we sold off for some time. It looks like we may be starting to go up into next week, and we will be covering that more in tomorrow's episode. But yeah guys, we already know this company is one of the biggest in this industry, and of course this industry is the Microsoft 365 platform, where they basically use cloud data to manage, protect and store other clients information basically. Now they do have a lot of very trusted clients, some very big names in there as well. I'm sure you guys already do know that, and it really is good to see them with such big names. Now of course, looking at a few of these on screen, you may or may not know them. We've got T-Systems, CMS, and a few other names which you may have heard of. But basically guys, there is a lot of big contracts with this company. The company has been around for some time I do believe, I can't remember the exact year off the top of my head, but basically guys, you can see the company's making decent revenue figures, they have a lot of customers, and of course Microsoft earnings were positive, and that is basically putting the image in some people's head that this platform is hopefully going to get more users. It's already got about 200 million a month, which is of course a huge number. It's a widely used platform basically for offices and whatnot. So realistically guys, looking at this company, there is a lot of potential for growth in the future. They're a very ambitious company. They do see themselves growing by quite a bit as well. And I think, you know what guys, if they do carry on growing at this apparent 25% annually, we'll be looking at some great figures in this stock price, hopefully in the future. So even in my opinion now guys, I'm going to say it, I think if you are going to be buying now, it's more of a speculative play up until the merger, simply due to the fact we don't know if it's going to go up or down, or just stay neutral. Honestly, I would hope that it would go up, but we're just not 100% sure yet. And even if it did, we're not sure what type of growth we are going to be seeing. So guys, when it comes to this company now, I would definitely be investing from more of a fundamental standpoint, looking at AvePoint as a company and whether it was something that I wanted to buy into. Personally, in my opinion, I don't think it's too bad of a buy because I do like what the company does and I think there is a lot of potential room for growth, but honestly guys, it's just hard to say. So far things haven't really been what we expected, unfortunately, but there is still some time to turn it around, hopefully. So I hope you enjoyed the video guys. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.